The latest Capcom game that people have been getting excited for just had a big showcase going over several new features, additions, and even a Monster Hunter collaboration. Well, since Exo Primal has been on our radar for quite a while and the last beta was pretty fun, we're going to round up all of the latest details for you guys. And by the way, the game launches in literally a couple of days, so get ready. In case you haven't been following the game, here's a quick recap. Exo Primal is a team-based action game where you play in high-tech exosuits which function as the game's classes, and all of them play quite differently and offer different combat roles. You're essentially facing off against waves of dinosaurs and mutant neosaurs in various game modes with a variety of objectives including PvE and even PvP. They've updated the game and listened to feedback so you can opt into different queues with different preferences depending on if you want to do PvP, PvE, or a random mix of both, which we'll explain more of soon. But basically, if you hate PvP, you can now opt out of that final mission type in matches, which is a nice change since the beta. In general, it's a romp and a riot to blast down waves and waves of dinosaurs while feeling like Iron Man. So let's jump into a bunch of the new juicy details. We got to see a bit more of the customization, which includes the new module system that's unlocked through playing and leveling up. These will greatly enhance our exosuits and we will have 3 slots to play with. The modules themselves can be leveled up and will offer bonuses that straight up increase our power with things like percentage damage increases. These upgrades cost currency that we get by playing Dino Survival mode. They also briefly showed exosuit skins which definitely have some very different appearances to one another, and they say that having high-level modules to power up our suits will be needed to use in the new and harder Savage Gauntlet mode that will be added 2 weeks after launch. So let's talk about the PvP and PvE side of things. Some people loved it or hated it in the betas, where during those betas you essentially didn't have control over what mission types you would do, and sometimes that led to having to do direct PvP to the other team, which can be frustrating if you hate PvP. But the feedback was listened to. After reaching a certain amount of progress in Dino Survival, I'm hoping that will be early on, you can actually toggle between choosing PvP, PvE, or random. This choice will affect the final mission objectives, so you won't be going head to head against another squad at the end of the match if you pick PvE. There are a few exceptions, but that wasn't explained in detail. In PvE, it will basically be whoever beats the missions fastest, while in PvP, it will be the same variety as was in the beta. Interestingly though, if you don't care either way, picking random will actually offer you an XP bonus, so bear that in mind. We also got to see a ton of details on the roadmap, the post-launch content, and even a Monster Hunter collaboration. A bunch of details were shown, including the in-game seasons, where currently they have shown 3 and each one will be 3 months long. Each season will come with a title update adding in new game content like more exosuit classes, new maps, enemy and boss types, collaborations, and more. Each season will also have a battle pass called the Survival Pass. This has a free and premium version, which basically includes cosmetic skins for your exosuits and weapons, but it does state that they do not change the in-game stats or effects. Season 1 will include 19 exosuit skins, 10 weapon skins, 3 decals, 4 emotes, 2 stamps, 10 player tag emblems, and 1 tag background. Season 1 will be starting on launch day, which is July 14th, and the new Savage Gauntlet mode will be added 2 weeks later on July 28th. But outside of Season 1, the first major title update will be dropping on August 16th, which will add in 10 new alpha variants of the exosuits, which completely alter the way they function and play. It essentially changes their weapons and playstyle, and it's probably better we show you than try and explain it.
Deadeye Alpha eliminates enemies with 2 different attacks. Zephyr Alpha can strike distant enemies thanks to the Dragon Chakra. Barrage Alpha's rocket launcher can blow your enemies to bits. Fun. Vigilant Alpha's semi-automatic rifle meets the need for accurate suppressive fire. Roadblock Alpha's deployable shield frees you up to defend and fight. For max stopping power, try Krieger Alpha's chargeable shotgun. Murasame Alpha's ice-cold counters lock down enemies so allies can bring the pain. Witch Doctor Alpha's duality beam heals allies and harms enemies. Need to stop them in their tracks? Rain down lightning with Skywave Alpha. Nimbus Alpha's shotguns rank #1 in close combat.
So the alpha variants do seem pretty cool, and there's even going to be beta variants later on. Season 2 will be dropping in mid-October, and that will come along with Title Update 2 that will drop at the same time. Within Title Update 2, we will also be getting the Street Fighter 6 collaboration that was teased recently, as well as new rigs and modules, new maps, and a new final mission. But if you look ahead to January of 2024, that is when Season 3 will be coming out, which will include all new beta variant suits, as well as the new Neo Triceratops, which was briefly teased. Season 3 also will have the newly announced Monster Hunter Collaboration, and there's no official information on what exactly this is, but based on the game type, it's pretty safe to assume that they're going to add in some kind of Monster Hunter monster into Exo Primal for us to fight. Considering that within Exo Primal we fight dinosaurs from small to large like raptors to T-Rexes, they could really add any monster from Monster Hunter in the game for us to fight, and it would fit thematically. I would assume because it is themed around dinosaurs, we will probably get some kind of dinosaur monster from Monster Hunter. Could it be Anjanath, or could it be Tigrex? Who knows, anyone can take a guess. But which monster would you prefer to see added into Exo Primal? I just really hope it's not a Kulu Yaku. There was also some new trailers and gameplay shown, so we're going to leave you guys with that.
My name is Victoria Ivanovna Ignatieva. If you are hearing this, it means the mission of my people still has hope of success. Hope for God, but do not be reliant. Maybe this is all waste of time.
What are you even after? You just love killing dinosaurs. Lights your fire, does it? Or are you in it for the more dangerous prey? Your fellow man?
Aruba also wants to take Leviathan out of the picture, so she wanted us to get to that control platform. She was trying to give us something.
Science knew all about Leviathan's malfunctions.
I know what Durbin's going to do. He's going to stab Signs in the back.
I will control the future. This war game ends when I decide.
If ideas exist in your time, they are making my world again. I still have hope. Very unlikely, I know. But it is you I rely on now, comrade.
I tried to stop their world to be, but my hope became your curse. Stop the cycle. Destroy all of my life. Take back tomorrow.
Good luck, my friend beyond time.